Alright, welcome to the stream. If you're watching this later on YouTube, hi YouTube. What we're going to be doing for the next hour, hour and a half-ish is just play a bit of World of Sea Battle. Nothing casual, I got a few things to... Oh, nothing major, I mean very casual. Not. Anyway, try that again. Just a bit of casual gameplay. I got stuff to do in my warehouse and I need to refresh some mines, move some resources around. Have a few fights and maybe even get my next ship. So, what I'm going to do today. So, if you're watching this later on, you'll probably have seen my quick look video on it first. And there'll be more videos on the game coming out pretty soon. With more details of what this game actually is. Let's just say hi to everybody. 7. It's mainly Russian, but always good to the other ones know. You're an English speaker. Alright, and warehouse. So got a bit of that. Wait a minute. That's what we need to move, the wreckage and the beer. We've got enough wood and wood and fat pack to go. A bit of iron ore, it's fine. Need to take all our sugar. Let's see if we can get us up 10 plates, maybe. No, we cannot. We can get 4 plates. Because all our resin is currently in our little hideout. We'll make 4, I need 10. See if we can get 30. Why? Anyway, workshop, it's going to be worth it. 6, thank you. I'm going to drag those plates over, all 10 of them. Anything else we need to bring up there now? If we can get some of these going, make 8. Sell those for a bit of cash. Fine. Trading. The auction house, see if anyone's buying tackle at 16. 49 tackle, so still about 30. Come fairly easy. We got that going. Sugar, captives, plates. I'm sure there's something else I'm forgetting, but delivery mission there. We've got gold going down south. Don't need yet. What we need to do is go here. Oh, I can actually see how much I got there. Sorry. All right, got a bit of wood, bit of iron ore. Wreckage, fine. Rum's pretty good. Portion's good. A lot of resin, bit of sugar, a single bulkhead. What we need to do now is go up there and set up sugar production. Do that. And ammo. Do with a bit more ammo actually. 250 more. Wait, no, 550. You shitting me? Okay, that's there you go. Make yoink. Got Just checking out if But everything I think we do. Let's leave port. And don't forget, if you're watching this live, please give me a comment on the sound levels and then. Disable that. No reason to have that going. I can't read it anyway. Right, let's go. I don't want to go for that wreckage. Now. No, now. It's going to mean fighting the wind a bit more to get where I'm actually going, so not now. What we could do is actually go pick that one up. So it's active. Go up. Go down, because that's going to make it easier with the wind, but I think we're just going to... Wreckage. Fine. Leave it. I'm not going to fight the wind to pick up wreckage. These things here. I'm going to pick them up, get a small bonus. It's usually wreckage and wood, food, fabric, stuff like that. Maybe a bit of cash. Usually you can't get out of stuff. What we will pick up is any castaways. They'll increase our crew, and we might get a seeker or a gunner. Also good. Play me. Probably guard and the guard. Not gonna fumble those. That one's coming straight into a line, so we might as well pick that one up. And hello to whoever is watching out there. It is a subscriber only chat, so if you want to get into the chat, you'll have to subscribe to the channel. Geeky, isn't it? Anyway, I hope you're doing well, and thanks for joining in. Right, let's slow down a bit. Angle a bit up. A bit of resin, a bit of iron, more iron. Resin's actually more iron. And we lost a sailor. Sucks. I'll admit to the age of sail, being in the Navy at the time was a hazardous job, but I do feel like my crew tend to fall overboard more than I feel like they should. Anywho, good thing is we can replace losses fairly easily if we just want crew to sail around with basically press gangs and fishermen. But replacing like musketeers and gunners and stuff would be a bit more expensive. A bit more wreckage, might as well. Get iron and wood. More iron and wood. Wood. Iron. Is that the landlubber? Alright. Right, we go. If you haven't seen the combat here before, it is a bit more, it's called arcadey. It reminds me a bit of the combat in a bit of World of Warships, but mainly actually the combat in the old Port Royal 3 game. Almost. But kind of the feel I'm getting. Oh, I can't hit me. Damn. Right now. Closing. Aim a bit forward, lead him a bit. Fire. Go. Blew up. And his friend is going to come in, that guy there. You see he's looking for us, and as that turns red, he's gonna like aggro on us. Take whatever his friend was carrying. Fire. Come around. Well, that guy's aggroed on us too. He's currently engaged with that other player, so that's good. You could take both of them on if you wanted to, but that'll be fine. Come on. Goes in. Go down. That's right. Not too bad. Clear this island. Leave them with the core. Fine. I like the scope function in this game. If you compare it to naval action, can't zoom in and out, but what it also does, if we just find a new ship here somewhere, that guy, you notice it's just counting up, so the longer you keep them in the scope, the more knowledge you'll get of the enemy. That's a pretty neat feature. Hey Jakub, yes, this is PvP, PvE, co-op, and all in between, basically. And I'll explain later. Let me just finish this fight. I'll get back to you and explain it a bit more. Right now, I'm fighting NPCs. You see all the ships with blue bars at the top of them. That's NPC ships, or non-player ships, NPS as they call them in the game, but NPCs as common denominator. Any ship you see with a red bar, that will be that guy, is a player ship. PvP is activated in a few different ways. Right now, I am flying PvE flags. I'll show you the flags once we get into the port, but let's just take everything and continue our course. As I said, right now those flags there, the white with the blue crosses, those are PvP flag or PvE flags. That means I cannot attack other players, or the players cannot attack me right now. NPCs can be attacked and will attack me if I aggro them. Under a few of the circumstances that happens in. What you can do is in port change your flag setting so that when you leave port you'll be leaving with that specific flag, and you have the PvE flag, you have a trader flag where you are only PvP protected near ports and islands, but if you're in open sea you can be attacked by other players, but you'll gain a bit more income and experience as far as I remember. Then there's the clear pirate flag, throw on I'll fight you and come get me kind of flag. It also reveals you on the world map, so other players will know that there's a PvP player in that area. But look, there's none that I know of right now on the world map, none that I can see, but they'll maybe coming fine. And then there's the basically a war flag, or what I can't remember what it's called, but I'll show you once we get to port, which is meant for like guild wars and increasing or decreasing tension in a certain area. So it's one common server, but you yourself set whatever you're up for at the moment, whether you want to focus on trade runs or just a bit of PvP fights, or you want to go hunt other players or stuff like that. There's also situations that you can get into that will make your PvE protection null and void, so it will force PvP on you. And that comes by going into certain areas, performing certain actions, stuff like that. A good example is this guy here, Slava. If he and I teamed up to kill this red shark NPC player here, once he's down, you can loot him, just like we did before. But Slava would also get a share of the loot. But when I go in there to loot, I have the option to take my share and just my share, or I can try and take all of it, and that will open up PvP between me and Slava. So you can basically fight for the spoils if you so will. I haven't tried it yet, but that's how it is described. It is pretty nicely thought out. Yeah, I do like that. So you yourself said it, how you want to do it, and you have the option to do like PvP hardcore if you want to. Oh, better make sure to get in where I want to go. But you also that if you have the option to. Well, the restrictions, like certain actions will force you into a PvP setting. Kind of like that. Let's just view this. Disembark 2 crew on the island. 6 minutes to explore. Yes, we'll do that. These little things, you'll find them all around, and you can either pick stuff up or examine stuff, and you'll get a bit of reward. Some of them take time, some of them are instant. This is my little hideout, or personal little space. Basically, it's a private port. That's what it is. I set up a lighthouse and a workshop for now. I'm trying to set up more. What we're going to do now is build a production. But, so first off, I want to get the plates across. Oh, it's easy just to transfer everything and transfer some wood back. I will keep 250. Evaporate across all of it. And yeah. So, restore manpower. Yeah, I don't need to move those. What we'll do. Disembark the captors for a bit more manpower. 20. Alright. So, manpower is, if you played naval action before, it's the same as labor hours. Although a bit different. In this case, my hideout in this current state can hold up to 400 or 4,000 manpower hours, basically. And it'll increase by 25 per hour. As far. No, right now we are 2,100. What I want to do is, first up, increase it. So, lighthouse means I can send out convoys to pick up items from my my other mines. See, I got a sawmill here, I got an iron mine up here, and I've got a rum production here. So, I can send out a caravan or a convoy to pick up items and bring them back here. Also, we use them to build stuff. We go into the workshop here. If I want to build bulkheads, I can only build one specific thing. Here's the requirements: a bit of resin, a bit of iron, and manpower. Each bulkhead takes 5 manpower. You get a bit of a what's it called? Discount for building in your own little thing here, but you can build one thing. What we're gonna do? Miscalculated. For peep's sake. Okay. So 15 of those. Each of them takes 5 resin. So we need 75 resin. We can get 57 for now. That's annoying. We also need them for workshop. What I wanted to do actually was change this workshop around to plate workshop. And see, that cost me 1,000 of my manpower. That means if I bring some coal up, that's clever. Okay, I need to bring some coal up, and then I can basically make the plates I need to increase my production here on the island. So, bit of back and forth. Yeah, I'm still learning. We repaired as we came into port, but we are lacking a crewman. We had one that fell over. Let's see if we have any spare crew here. We do have 13. We've got seekers. We've got a hell of a lot of fishermen here. Let's Carries vitality, boarding action, attack speed. Pick up one more seeker. Boom. We're going to be picking up the 2 other ones in a second. Alright, so it's going to take me a bit of while. It's going to take me a while to get everything I need to really set stuff up here. I'm going to take back 100 wreckage. Going to release that last captive. Thought I already did that. 20. And I'm going to bring back... I'm going to leave the rum. I'm going to take the sugar. Going to put that into our rum production, and we're going to take the iron ore from the iron mine back, and we're going to leave everything up. Alright, so leave port. Pretty fluid transition going in and out of the port here. Alright, so question is whether that little needs one more. We put people off right here on the point, so it's a bit hard to see on the mini map or on the main map, but there is an icon here. You can go in there on the world map, check your island exploration, and we'll say if it's complete or whether it has more minutes. And what we need to do is go up here to our rum production and supply it with sugar. I've increased it to level 2, so it takes sugar to produce more rum. Rum is used to get missions or sold as a bartering item, and might go and sell some rum here later today. I'll pay 11.7 per unit. That's pretty decent. Okay, so iron mine is just chucking away. It's almost full, and our sawmill is also almost full. Could do is spend a bit of time on my personal island. Spend 1,000 of our what do I call it? Manpower, and we'll send out those convoys to pick up the items from our almost filled warehouse. But I'll see if I can do it myself. We'll go first to the sugar, dump off the sugar and get the rum, go to the iron mine, pick it up, bring it back here and go to the sawmill. What we can do, and whatever comes along that we can fight, we're gonna do so. Those of you that usually played naval action or have watched me play naval action, one thing that this does differently is you actually need to be careful not to ram into the port here or into shore here. It will damage your ship. Good out, Burger. Welcome to. Hey, twat. Alright, you and your little friend. Right. Take everything. That's the expedition done. Got a bit of experience, some beer, rum, supplies, and 2 sailors came back on board. Now we have to fight these guys. Coastal Rivers. River. I think these players are going to help out, maybe. Yep. Take this guy. If you haven't seen the game before, that thing that just exploded there was a floating barrel, basically a barrel of gunpowder with a fuse in it. Besides it being a bit more arcadey in its combat style, there are elements where it becomes a bit of fantastical, like I think the best comparison in that regard is probably Sea of Thieves, where you have like explosive ammo and stardust ammo and a few things, and you can get a Greek fire cannon and stuff. So it's not a historical game as such. It is a fantastical game in that sense. Anyway, we were off here. Set a waypoint. Take the other direction. Start to repair. Well, that's actually a pretty good comparison. Those you can't see, chat. Boyga just said, reminds me of Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail on cocaine. I I wouldn't say cocaine, but LSD maybe with the fantastical aspects. I do like the visuals. The visuals are. Hey, that's not what I used to do. The visuals are pretty good. I do like the visuals very much. Gameplay, as I said, is a bit arcadey / fantastical, but it's very good. The game is called World of Sea Battles. If you haven't noticed the stream header, anyway. But World of Sea Battle, it's a pre-beta game currently out. It's free to play for good and for worse. So, as it being free to play, there is obviously the chance of paying to get a premium account, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. Getting better visuals, upgrading or the visuals of your flag and stuff like that, or pretty sails and trim mast figures and stuff like that. But basically, it's an MMO, free roam, PvE, PvP, PvE co-op thingy, all mixed together, pretty fluently. But yeah, World of Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail, yes, except in the sense that where Ultimate Admiral and naval action, or let's say Total War Napoleonics with the naval action, naval part of it, had a have a different damage model where like you can never mind. Where you could take damage to one side or to the other side or to your stern, stuff like that. This one just has flat out HP. No, it is not on Steam, Boyga. It is not on Steam. In short, it's a Russian developer. So with whatever, you know, what's going on in the world, they don't have as much access to stuff like Steam and internet, blah, blah, blah. They have their own page where you can go download the client and run it from there. And I will be launching later today a how to install video of the game, actually. It'll be out in about 5 hours. But if you give me a minute to kill this guy, I can drop a link to the installation page. Not on Steam. You'll download a 400 megabyte client. Run it, and then you'll register your account, like with any other MMO, and then you're good to go. Then you'll be dropped in here to the Bay of Santa Marta and do the tutorial missions, and it'll hold your hand for about an hour, and then you're on your own. So far, I've played for, I don't know, I usually rely on Steam to tell me that. I've played, I don't know, 30 odd hours maybe. Let's call it 30. I've enjoyed it. It scratches an itch that it's been there ever since naval action basically went tits up, in my opinion. Where the hell are you going? He actually running? That's the first time I've seen an enemy run anywhere. I'm not going to chase him down. I'll let the other guy get the loot. But yeah. Well, politics aside, it was Russian developer. It's a small team. I think they're... No, there's 2 of the guys that run the company. If the team is bigger, I do not know. A lot of the information available is in Russian. Which makes some of it a bit hard to read. Anyway. Let's just steer around here, and I'll see if I can get a download link for you. Well, actually, just do like this: World of Sea Battle on Google. It will take you to download site, but other ways you can go there. But go into the World of Sea Battle. You can either translate it, or it'll be in English. And roll down, and here's the download. Click that and follow the instruction on the download. Ow, 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 ow. Crashing. Yeah, I know you want to see me fight those. Yeah, no. The old naval action fights with multiple enemies. No. Naval action is dead and gone, I'm sorry to say. Dead and gone. I'm not going back unless they do a massive rollback to the older system and stop being numbskulls, in my opinion. Anyway, enough of naval action. That's not here and all there. This is World of Seabound. Did you see how to get there on the download page? worldofseabound.com. Right, here we are with my mine. Replenish the warehouse. I've got 19 in the hold. That will last for another 19 hours. Pick up into the hold. 378. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a chicken. Actually, I'm not a chicken, and you know from my old videos. It's just, I can't be honest, really. It's, yeah, it's been dumbed down too much, in my opinion. Cool. Yeah, go ahead. Besides the how to install video, that'll be out in about 5 hours, 5.5. In 2.5, I'll be launching a quick look video about this game. Right now I'm just streaming it for a bit of fun, and the stream will be available later on, but in about 2.5 hours I will release a quick look video on about 30 minutes long on just the main features. I will be able to probably do more videos on it later on, like how more specifically on combat, arena, building, tech tree of ships. Well, that'll be coming down the line. But a first look video is coming out later today, and a how to install a bit after that. Otherwise, worldofseabattles.com, and it'd be pretty obvious. Alright, so we got our rum sorted, so now we need to go to the iron mine. See, the thing is, right now, I'm completely still in the water. I can initiate my repairs on R, and it will start using wood to repair the ship. I can go speed 1 out of 3, basically, whatever that sail setting is. If I increase it, they can no longer continue to repair if you go battle sails or if you go full speed. Same with gunnery. I can shoot right now, and I can do so at battle sails as well. This is their indication of battle sails. I know the low sails should be gone and the top one should be there, but blah, blah, blah. If I go full sails, all I can do is sail. Nothing else. I can't repair, I can't shoot. Organized? Nah. Absolutely not. This is all I got lined up. There's nothing more coming. It's not more organized than that. I have an idea, and I had a couple hours to spare this morning. That's it. Other than that, calling me organized might be stretching the truth a bit too much. Whether I need a doctor? Maybe. Thank you though. Thanks for your concern. As you can see, our ammo count is also going down. Tall Tide. Now, Tall Tide might actually be a fun little fight. You see, the further we get from the normal port, the bigger and badder the enemies become. I don't have any special ammo. That guy is shot flaming out. Ow! That was chain shot. Chain shot does, as it says on the tin, it'll shoot out a chain that'll damage mast and rigging, but also to the hull. Grape shot will obviously go into your crew. A bit higher. I'm shooting single shots instead of broadside here because I have a skill. It's called something about aiming, I think. I'll show you later. Which means that single shots have increased penetration and damage accuracy. Anyway, So instead of shooting a... don't want to go near those powder barrels. And we're up. What's the other guy? Oh, he's coming up full speed. What I want to do is get that guy. Oh, gunner, nice. Gunner as a crewman gives you an increase to reload. Oh, get away. Yes, I do like the aiming reticle. You can change it if you just want a bar or a point. Bye-bye. And stuff like that. You can change that in your setting, but I like this one way you aim each individual gun. Armor angling, as far as I know, is not a thing. But in relation to how much damage you take by the amount of hits, yes, angling is a thing. But I don't know that angling is a thing as such when it comes to armor thickness, like we know from naval action or World of Tanks and stuff like that. What I do know is that each ship has a different armor type and a different, in this case, called protection in this case. And different guns have different penetrations and blah 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 blah. Alright, what we might do is this. Use a repair kit. I will use some wooden patches. Going slow anyway, we might as well repair up. Yeah, get out of the way of the balls. Exactly. If you ever played the old Port Royal game, Port Royal 3, that style of combat, basically don't get hit. Maneuverability is a thing on your and speed is a thing on the different builds of ships. Penetration and thickness. Really need to move here. Oh, I have no patches on. Damn it. Change it? No, I cannot. Okay. Alright. Minor mistake. Minor mistake. Ow, that's it. That's it. Can't get out of the water. Alright. Well, that's going to be a good example. So we got sunk by an NPC. You can sail to any port by boat, go to settlement, or nearest port, Bay of Fiji. So let's just go to the Bay of Fiji. And here we are, we've been repaired, and we got 2 crew in there. And you'll notice we're back in the same ship. We didn't lose the ship. What we did lose was about 40% of everything that was in our hold, roughly, which is a bit annoying. Also, what I'll just show you quickly is that certain ship has what's called integrity. It decreases by 1 for each time you're sunk. So if we have the requin to use, it will now be 5 instead of 6 integrity, and basically that's users of that ship. Once it's been sunk 6 times, it's usually you have to build a new one. Currently we're in the Cerberus and it doesn't have an integrity because it's such a low level ship. So well, that's the downside to sinking. You lose whatever you got, a big portion of what you got, and your ship takes damage over time. It can have a lot of depth, absolutely, Voyager. It really can, and I've seen people have a lot of fun with it. What there also is this feature here when you're in port, is the arena. Jump into arena, like a lot of free-to-play or multiplayer games, you have these arenas where you can queue up for certain types of battles. In this case, tournament run, a duel. You can see there's one guy in line waiting for somebody to come and duel. Mass combat, where you just get random teams together and fight each other. You have team battles, guild league, You do a hunt, which is a cargo retrieval mission against the enemy team, battle for the fort, stuff like that. I will give you bonuses and rewards and blah blah blah. Yeah. So there's definitely scope to have a good laugh with friends and stuff. Alright, Bay of Fiji. We'll still need to go to the iron mine, but we just need to. I'll show you what I mean by the flags earlier. Down here, bottom left, you can see right now, I got peace flag on /PVE. And here are the types. Trade flags, still PvP protection, near ports and islands, less losses when sunk, 20% less experience and loot from battles, and pirates will attack, blah blah blah. Pirate flag is PvP, more XP and loot, more cargo and boarding, activity is visible on the port, wall flag, blah blah blah. So that's the different items. Hello, sir. I can't pronounce your name, but somebody in chat just said, be ready to meet evil cheaters in the game. Yes, I'm I'm well aware that, like in other free-to-play MMOs, there's a chance of cheaters in this one. I haven't met any yet, but I'm sure I will once I venture into the PvP zone. But we'll see as we go down the line. What's the biggest issue? How do people usually tend to cheat in this game, if you do know? Cheeky. For you, those of you watching on YouTube after, I know I don't have the chat overlay in, so that you might hear me laughing at comment in the chat that you can't see or understand. If you want. Let's get a bit of ammo. Boom. Boy ship. What else we need immediately? No, we're fine on crew. Got ammo. Patches. Let's leave. Alright, back towards the iron mine we go. A nice little feature I like in this game is that when we get up here, it's cold. You go north. There's going to be ice and snow and blah blah blah. When you get into the cold area, fresh food won't spoil in your hold. However, alright, I just unlocked the schematic for something. See what that was. Port. It was some sort of something. Hey, it's the Essex. I unlocked the schematic for the Essex. Nice. That's actually the ship I want in this line. I'm not going to go into the details of Tech Tree now, but you get the idea if you play World of Tanks or World of Warships and stuff like that. Start down here, level 7, and work your way up. As you use one ship, you gain XP on the next one, blah. Right? So, no idea what that means. But I want to get the Essex at some point. It just means that I can buy it now if I find one that's available. It's probably getting shitty. Sorry for cussing. Anyway, what I want to do next is go down the trader. I want to get that one up, and I want to get the Phoenix. Now that I've got the Essex unlocked, I want to get the Phoenix. So I can start working my way up this line. I have no idea what these icons mean yet. I know these are bomb catchers. And these are called your trade ships, haulers, basically. And these are probably lights, sort of frigate thing, heavy frigates, or corvettes, battleships, stuff. Anyway, I want to get into this line so I can get the Constitution, the Bellona, the Redoutable, because I know them, like them. Well, that's the idea. I'm going to switch to the Phoenix. Bellona name ships in the yeah. Boy, just ask was that in the lower left? As far as I know, these are the these are things you have to pay for to get into this Tech Tree line down here. As far as I know, you have to go and see it here. You can actually see each and every ship if you click on it, and whatever this means in Russian, but the red button, you can take it into port and have a look at it. Victory here, as we know and love. You can watch them all from each and different angles, but as far as I know, this bottom line down here is stuff you need to buy, or you need special permissions to buy. Not that I'm 100% sure, but that's how I understand it. All these you can get by selling it, but these you need either, yeah, you need to buy them here in the shop. Anywho, get out of there. Need to get to that. Oh, what I want to show you, neat little feature if you're playing PvP. I don't know how effective it is, but I like it. Every port has a lighthouse option, and that basically means instead of leaving from this area here, you can select a lighthouse to leave from, and that's where you pop up the port. Yeah, the Chinese ships, if you're into the design of them, they do actually look pretty good. Yeah, exactly. For now, what I've seen that has the has a bit of scent of pay to win is the if you pay for a premium subscription, you get more XP and more loot. That's fair enough. And your third consumable will have a 40% increased reload time. I don't know how effective that is in combat, but we'll see. Same with the ships. I've looked at the stats, and they don't look like they can't be beaten, or they're much better than anything else. But again, that might be. Thank you. The wood, wreckage, and fabric. Thank you. I'm not sure whether that skull there is where I died last. It might actually be, or someone died. We'll have a look. Turn off the chat. No need to have that like text. And we'll go there. Oh, we're at a good angle. I'll show you the tech tree one with sail anyway. Got three. There are 3 lines in the tech tree. Got mastering the world. It's basically how you interact with the open world and stuff like that. Your warehouses. Got a few selected. You earn skill points every time you rank up, and then some of them you have to use skill points and money to buy. Not real money, but in-game money. And I have a few enabled. Blah blah blah. Then you got something that will help you in battle, intuition, capturing ship, aim fire. You think that does your combat better? Same with the upgrades and that. You got something for crafting, cheaper crafting, more options, yada yada yada. Yeah. Come about. Sorry for coughing. They do, yeah. As you can see, like I said, it's nice to see ships that are not just the usual ones that you always see, like mainly the European shape of the ships from like Age of Sail generally. Because the Chinese ships have a very distinctive design to them, and same with the Arabic ships like the Queen and stuff like that, or however that's supposed to be renowned. But the Barbary Coast barks and stuff like that had a different shape, and sailings and stuff like that. We get pop a bit of iron, always good. Another fisherman fell over. The amount of crew you have on will affect your boarding, obviously, your speed. The more cargo you have on, it will affect your speed as well. And the less crew you have, the slower they are to manage stuff on your ship. So it does matter. There are ways to fill crew up in the open world, but there's also ways to lose them in the open world, like falling over. Fight Toby here. I won't feel like shoot. Almost felt like a Texan saying that. Feel like shoot. So. Sorry if there's any Texans listening out. Oh, chain shot. Dodge slam. Fun. And there are different gun types. Oh, I need to show you guys this on stream. That's a really neat feature. Guns, you can select what guns to put where within the poundage limitation. So you don't have to like select the same type of gun for the entire deck. Yes! Hire able seamen and some unable. Hey, just off out of kegs. Yes, you hire gunners, seekers, sailors, musketeers if you want to board better, stuff like that. And depending on what you want, basically. You make a good combat crew, you can make a good trade crew, fishing crews, depending on what you're actually going for. You guys piss off. I'm trying to. Do get him into a boarding situation, maybe. Board. Get close enough, get slow, and we'll try and focus on his bridge. And we take him. You can attack on all fronts, or you can select someone that to attack on and focus in. Well, it'll default to set fire. I wanted to take some captures, but hey, what's the other one? He ran. I'm back. Hey, Myriad. Compared to naval action, it doesn't. Of course, you can compare anything, but it is a bit comparing apples and oranges. If you just jumped into the stream, Myriad, watching it from the beginning when it goes out on YouTube might be easier. But quickly, the combat in naval action is more complicated. I'll show you now. This is more arcadey. Someone earlier, Boyga, said it felt a bit like Ultimate Admiral in a sense, and I compared it to Port Royal 3 combat style. You have your hit points, you'll do damage and stuff like that. There's no angling as such. You angle to avoid getting shot, not to increase your armor, and that part. But it's good fun. It also have elements of like I'll say Sea of Thieves, more or less. You can drop explosive barrels and get different shot types, that ammo, and blah blah blah, or set fires. So in that respect, it is a bit more arcadey / gamey, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Hold on. In several areas, it has more depth than naval action. Trading is, except for the basic resources like repairs and stuff like that, the trade is player driven. Global auction house, you can see what's for sale, where, and stuff like that, but only the basic items are sold and generated by the game. Everything else is player driven. It's a tech tree to get from one ship to another, like World of Warships kind of thing, which isn't bad. I like that part, but not for everyone. There's certain areas that have a lot more depth than naval action. The trading does. The quest lines, in my opinion, are better than naval action. The way the world is populated, going in and out of the world, PvE / PvP, the way that intermingles kind of thing is better. So it's not satisfying my combat feel that naval action did before they, in my opinion, messed it up. Because the combat is so simplified, there's no structure, there's not the same differentiation in damage. But it scratches my Age of Sail. It stretches that I want to produce. I want to have productions everywhere, and want to create ships. I want to develop and progress. That part, it definitely itches. All right, let me just catch on strip. So a lot of options to make builds. That's great. Yes, builds is definitely a thing. It is as a MMO. You can get tanks, got lighters, you got support options. All I haven't really seen is the healer, basically. Yes, the game is full of Russian text. I'll show you, Myriad. I didn't change anything in the settings. They are just slowly working through the game to change it over. I think the best way to show you is going in here. This is my hold. If you go down here, you see integrity, protection, then something in Russian. I don't know what it is. I have an idea what it is, but I'm not sure. Something, speed, maneuver, upgrades, max range, blah, 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 blah. So there are just places where they haven't changed the wording into English. Same down here. We've got a lot of items in a hold. We've got wood, rum, blah, 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 blah. And then suddenly one of them. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I know now by fumbling around that this is resin. And I know now what I need it for. Hold on. Just need to make sure it doesn't crash. I want to fight him. So there are places where there's still Russian text like here on the map. I don't know what this means. And stuff like that. So they're still working through getting it translated. So yeah, I think the trade is definitely better, and there is a global economy, and there's also a like world economy. I do think those parts are better in general than naval action. Boyga has a good point. It has a lot of elements from different games like Naval Action, Sea of Thieves, other MMOs, Port Royal 3, Ultimate Admiral. And I wouldn't say they've stolen a lot of things, but they've definitely taken a heavy inspiration in some areas. But in a lot of other areas, they've definitely made it their own game. Graphics and ideas. So yeah. Myriad, if you come to it later and taking a look at this, in about 2 hours I'll be posting a quick look video. And then later tonight there'll be an how to install if you have issues with it. But the quick look video will also have my friend code in it. So if you install the game, you can add me as a friend next time I look on. I'll accept, and hey, we can even play together if you want to. There is wind. Yes, you see that arrow right there? That arrow right there. That's the wind. If it goes yellow, you're in irons or going against the wind. If it goes green, you got a boost. If it's blue, it's just good sailing. So wind is a big thing in this too, especially planning. Haven't figured out how it moves yet. So, ooh, neat. But yeah, I'll try and remember that. I'm not techie enough. Anyway, pick up from the hold. Iron. Overloaded. No, we don't want to overload. So we'll pick up. What is iron ore actually? It's got a weight of 5. So how much can we take? Not a lot. Not a lot. 100s, 500s, we can take about 400 and then be slightly overloaded. Let's take 500, be overloaded a bit. Yes. Oh, keep sake. It needs time to transfer. That's true. My dear friend, in whatever your name is, and I don't know where you're from, and I don't want to presume anything. You're right. Not all ships can go against the wind, and those that can will be heavily slowed down doing so. Hey Brian B, welcome to the stream. This is World of Sea Battle. It's not a naval action replacement, so keep playing naval action if that's your thing. But it's a thing for me to fill in the void that leaving naval action has left. That makes sense. I don't want to put that out on the stream yet, but it'll be on the video later. Sorry. Actually, not sure whether I can see that. Where I can see that in game. Not in here. Can I actually see it? That's my encyclopedia. Can I see? No, I cannot. Settings, maybe? Okay, controls, graphics. No, 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 no. No idea. Oh, fuck it. If you're listening, my friend ID in the game is 16 93 54 169354. Alright, bugger. Brian, a replacement for naval action. No. Not really. What I mean by this is I haven't found a game that scratches the combat itch that... Are you being cheeky? Ooh! That guy just dropped the fire ship. What the hell? That's new. Saw you could get those. No, I don't know of a replacement. There's a few games on the radar like Ahoy and a few others. But one that really scratches the naval action itch in the way naval action does combat, I'm not sure. I haven't found one. Trust me, if I had, I'd shown you. This was probably the biggest mistake I've done today. You can type Snailblade, but it's not necessarily obvious. Just have to try it around. Otherwise, use it. Just paste it in. I remember I had an issue with it, and I've heard others have issue with it. It's the same with the in-game chat. You can do smileys and stuff like that. It's like you're set up to a different type of keyboard than the European option, and it's not in the menu yet to change. Okay, this guy is definitely not something we want to play around with. On the other hand, I don't want to go that way. Should be able to outrun him though. What was that? I just spawned behind him. Was that another one? No, that's a Knuckly Mug. How do we get out of here? We need to go that way. That's where the wind's coming from. Rebellion. Disengaged. Come around, come around, come around. Alright. Those of you who don't know, we'll probably have about 30-45 minutes left of the stream. Oh, you're in. Nice. Once you get in the game, you'll be thrown into the tutorial mode. It will have you do a few things like WSD and shoot and blah, 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 blah. He's still on my tail. He is. Go on with somebody else. And once you're done with that, you'll be in Santa Marta. Where I'm actually trying. I'm actually trying to get down here in Santa Monica, but you'll be thrown in there once you're done with the tutorial part. That guy's annoying. We need a big ship. We need a bigger boat. What we can do is go this way. Ram. Come in behind him. I mean, if this game sticks for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks, if in a week or two's time, I still feel like, oh, this is fun, I'll probably go ahead and set up a guild in the game for English speakers and stuff like that. Because as far as I know, it's mainly Russian ones. At least from what I can tell. So I might do that if the game sticks. However, if you see my funds right now is 23,000 gold, it takes 300,000 to set up a guild, so I'm not there yet. Ship is overloaded. I know the ship's overloaded. What we can also do is go over here and be fast. Brian, thank you, but no. I've played Naval Action since 2016. And it's just become too much with the constant weirdo changes they do. I'm done for now, at least. I'm not coming back to Naval Action unless they roll back some of the latest stupidity. Not gonna happen. But yeah, I know there's a few of my old clanmates that have stuck with the game for a bit longer, see how it goes, but most of us have, most of the veterans have left out of frustration. It's not as much the changes, not the changes alone, it's the repeated changes to something that is supposed to be a launch game and changes to core mechanics like that. That's what pisses people off mainly. But yeah, it is, I mean, it's annoying to find a game like Naval Action this late, and I must admit, what they did just for the summer, it just broke so many players that have been playing it for years. But yeah, it's what it is. Now, something else. You'll see here that I'm trying to come in behind this island, but that's where the map ends. So what do we do? Well, we can do. Oh, luckily the wind's changed, so I don't have to. But I could go this way around the island and go outside the map. However, that would put me in a position where I'm actually going to be put on PvP mode. You can leave the edge of the map, and there are things out there you can find and go and interact with, fight enemies and other players and stuff like that. But it'll put you in PvP mode, so be mindful if you do. Can be good fun. I tried it earlier in my pickle, but right now I'm just trying to get some stuff done for my character. Actually, we're not going to, but it's a good feature. Like, stay within the boundaries of the playground, and you're fine. Step outside the boundaries of the playground, and you might get smacked around. Also, when you get north or more west or down south, the further you get from the starting point, the worse the enemies get. The more hit points they have, the more damage they do. I like it. I like that. Oh, sorry, bashing the mic. Ooh. Brian, I'm so sorry to hear that's when you started. Wow, that's gotta be painful. Oh dear. Yeah, I do think they are. I do really think they're pushing DLCs. Kairos, hello, my man. How's it going down under? I told you I had something on the line. Carlos, later today, 2 hours from now, there'll be a quick look video coming out. About 30 minutes of me just rambling about what this is. And then later on, there's going to be tonight in about 5 hours. There's going to be an installation, quick installation guide. But basically, this is World of Sea Battles and free to play with all the pros and cons that brings. But so far, I've been having fun for the past 30 odd play hours. Thank you, Brian. You too. Have fun, mate. So, how's everything down under, Chorus? Just gonna sneak into Brandport Bay here, and get repaired up. Ammo should be good. I might need to unload a few things here. What do we have? But sugar. Actually, I want to keep all of them. Get rid of the fish. Yeah, we could get rid of the. Yeah, the tutorial is pretty good, boy. It really is. For those you can't, again, watching later on YouTube, boy just said the tutorial alone is massive plus in my book, putting the game miles ahead of some AAA games even. And yes, the tutorial is actually pretty good. There's still a lot of issues with the translation stuff, but generally the tutorial makes the game so much easier to come into. You want me to change flags to PvP? Now, I really want to get my stuff home first. And maybe I should just for the hell of it. I want to get all these resources home and not just stranded here. But what we could do is dump them here on my personal island and see what we can go and find. That is an option. Okay, do it. Pirate flag on. And just trade whatever we can. We don't have any. We need to go to trade. You need to put stuff away from your ship. You need to put, keeping that, keeping that, keeping that. The beer we can sell. Rum will hold. Two. Iron ore will hold. Bronze or the copper and the sugar. Everything else we can sell. Sell the beer, fish, boys. Sell the fresh meat. Anything else? Wreckers and tackle. Check the auction house. No, nothing. Oh, wreckage. Sell that. Any tackle? Oh, take the tackle. So, see what happens. Get out there. Thanks, guys. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Now we need to go here and unload a bit stuff. It's an alternative. It scratches my Age of Sail itch, but it's not a replacement for naval action combat, Carlos. No, not. It's more arcadey. I don't mind the style of combat. I've played Port Royal and Ultimate Admiral and stuff like that. I enjoyed those games a lot. And I do like the depths in certain areas of this game. So, I don't know. It's worth a shot. And again, it's free. Alright, so right now we do have PvP flags on. What you can see, if we're looking at the map here, Legendary Johnny is found somewhere. I'm not sure what legendary means. I think it's like an epic event. You see here, player of the West Indies faction is in this area doing PvP, and We might fight someone to fight later on. That guy, Eldar, is not... He'll blight you, piss off. Yeah, they might sink me, yeah. I'll take my chances. Kerberos, so... Enable that. And there are factions, world factions and stuff like that in the game as well. I haven't quite figured it out, but as far as I know, and our dear friend from over east might help me here. Whenever you set up a guild, that guild conforms to one of the global factions, as far as I remember, and there's 3 of them, I think. So we'll dump a bit of iron, dump this sugar, resin we'll dump as well. The rest I will take back to set them up. Yeah. Get out. I'm glad they're helping, Brian. Just make sure that you're aware that they are they're from before the summer patch, okay? So statistics and some of the taxes have changed a bit. But take care and have fun with naval action, Brian. Catch you guys later. Right now we need to get back to port here. We'll probably go see if we can pick up just a bit of wood to fill up. Yeah, fill up the hold down here first, and then we're gonna head back to St. Martin and answer a few questions. And I think that'll be the end of the stream pretty soon. No, there's not a lot of combat right now, but this is just for me anyway. Ah, yeah, that's who it is. All right. Now I know. Okay, Knieke, that's you. All right. Okay. Thing you can do, I'll show the rest of you though that we are on stream anyway. Go into your friend list up here. What you can do is right click. You can create a squadron. Actually, put up a team so you can see each other on the map, stuff like that. So if Knieke is awake, you'll see it. That one there just pisses me off. Why do people like that breathe? Anyway. It's you. It is. Alright. You should have been given a squadron invite from me. Can you accept it for a second, boy? Should come up on your left hand side somewhere here. It says yes or no. There you go. Alright, everyone, you can see right now, top left here, it says me, and then Knieke is now in a squadron. Basically, we're teamed up. And if we go onto the map, I can see where he is. He's down here by Santa Marta. So it's a way of creating impromptu groups if you just want to say, alright, who's coming with me to fight this and this and stuff like that. So yeah, don't worry about it. I just wanted to show this. I'm going to shut down the squadron anyway. I'm ending the stream in about 15. But yeah, still a bit of a tutorial to do. Yes, Kairos, it is a bit more arcadey with stuff like Sea of Thieves, but it can be very fun. And this has similarities to the silly aspects of Sea of Thieves, or with a bit more arcadey things like World of Warships. But I like it. I'm having fun so far, so. But it's not completely. I missed my mind, didn't I? Anyway, we'll go home. I do miss the combat in naval action. This cannot replace the combat in naval action, but it scratches a lot of those areas that I wanted naval action to have. Yeah. Borga, no, I'm not showing on your map anymore. I just deleted the squadron. You'll see it's gone in your top left corner. Just wanted to show off this feature. I see you're not showing on mine either anymore. As I'm heading back to port, and once I dock, I'm not coming back out again until, well, later today at night, mate. Not many players around on PvP setting right now. You can see top right hand corner, got a 60 FPS, ping of 14 to the server, that's pretty good. And 1295 players online right now. So not too bad. There's a lot of players going on, but most I've seen are in this area anyway. On PvE setting, new players or finding. Going to the center here is PvP within the red circle and only certain ships and blah 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 blah. And stuff like that. And then out here, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to go find the dragons. It also says here, there's 2 days until the Empire attacks. I'm not sure whether Darth Vader is going to fall from the sky and strike, or we're going to have stormtroopers, or just a different kind of Empire. I do not know what that feature means, but I'm interested to find out down the line. What's that? Passed away. Ah, Seeker. And not too bad. Any crew that's free is good. And Hunter might on us. Alright. Well, if you go into naval action and have fun, it is still a very unique game. I'm just the other way around from you right now. If you've played this long enough to been burned out of doing this, I've played naval action long enough for me to be burned out of doing that. So lighthouse. Alright, what we're gonna do here now is I'm just gonna pick up that mission down here, and then we're gonna go into port and basically dump everything that we have, and then we're gonna take this mission down to Port Radel down here, or however that's supposed to be pronounced. Get the mission done, and we'll fight our way down there. That's the game plan anyway, so we'll see how it goes. That little thing on here on the side is a fishing village where you can go and replenish ammo and stuff like that. Neat little feature. We'll just have to go out to this guy and take the mission. I do want to fight soon, but with this cargo load, I don't want to lose too much of it. Space interact. Cargo, yes. Go down. Right. I think so. Sometimes there's like instances where the mission text is not complete, so just say 241. Well, what the hell's 41? But read the mission descriptions, and you'll be good to go. Otherwise, then at times they'll light up with a blue or green color, depending. Oh, come on, let's get in there. I just want to unload and shoot stuff. And again, this one will be, the stream will be available later on YouTube, but I'll probably delay it by a day or two, just to get those initial views on the videos on the game here coming up. Might be out there to re-watch it again like tomorrow. Oh, we're almost in port. Oh, wow, we'll get to shooting soon. LRS Wolf. I've seen him around a lot. Alright, almost in port. I do like how you more or less seamlessly get into port here, and where you need to be to get inside the port is pretty clearly marked with that circle. Of naval action, you have to be finicky about the wind. Right. Get into port finally to unload. Get the eye. Gonna be easy just doing this. Why can't I transfer the grain? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Quest item, you dimwit. Alright, we'll bring a bit of wood and we'll bring a bit of fabric. Good. Got more iron. We do all of it. Good. And we need to bring some coal. Trading. All right, now we're out of crafting time. Okay. It's a bit like naval action with the labor hours. Darling. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too, mate. And that's how I found this. I saw somebody linking to it in a Facebook post about naval action. I was like, all right, let's go check it out. And here we are. All right, Kairos, sleep well, mate. And I'll catch you again later, mate. Good tight. All right, on. Let's just check our ammo pile here. Trade house. Round shot. Buy a couple of hundred and a couple of hundred burning shot as well. And let's go south. Could probably have done this instead. Go by the lighthouse. Quick. I can't. Oops, sorry. I can't use the lighthouse on the bike. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I didn't know. Again, game is new to me. I'm still learning, so what we need to do is go down here and get sorted. There is this guy, dragon. Iron mine. Ooh. Let's go, let's go. We're going to go down south, we're going to deliver that, and that'll probably be the end of it, and we'll fight a bit along the way. Let's load our heated shot. They are so hot, they can see your light. PvE flag. PvE flag. Fine. And we'll see. Might find a player. If not, we'll just find an NPC to fight. It'll be a fairly short sailor. And good to hear, boy. Yeah. Definitely with the builds. I'm not a build type, MMO build type anyway, but it feels like there can be a lot of depth into how you build your loadouts, cannon types, ammo and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. The ocean does look very, very good, especially close to land as well. What you can see in through it. Oh, boom, boom, boom. PvP, PV. And I'm just going to show you a little feature. I like this one. See these two fishing boats, right? 4 guys out here fishing. Let's press gang him. You're not getting this one. This one's mine. Piss off. Right, rob it. Going for it too. So you've got a bit of fish and 3 fishermen in tow. So basically, we'll just press gang a couple of fishermen into doing whatever we need them to do. He's going to go for that castaway over there. I'm going to take this wreckage. No. I can't be asked to turn around. Not necessarily that good what you get from the floating loot, but I mean, if you hit them straight over, you might as well take it. There's a lot of abilities. Yes, some ships will be specific fire damage for sure. I think yeah, fire damage is massively OP in this current iteration. It is. PvP? Yeah, PvE. Especially with the skill sets you have here, some of them are pretty good. And then again, something there, which I don't know whatever the hell that means because it's all in Russian. More broadside single barrages, more fire extinguishing and stuff. No. Manga biggest, but it all adds up. Damn right. And anything that's free is good, right? I have from Jutland, so I do like free. We'll take these. We'll take a bit of damage for it. Because these twats are... Alright, let's help this guy out. A bad shot using heated shot will set them and the area around them alight. Meaning they take damage. They go through it. Oh, hold him. Oh. One down. Even your own fire that you set, if you go through it, you'll take damage. Take whatever's ours, all of it. Another one sunk. I think you can finish that guy off. Turn the boat. Oh, better repair up in case we run into anything. As I said earlier, we can only do a slow speed when we're repairing. Fisherman over there. Thinking, yes, there is a bit of loot lying there for us to come grab, but never mind, we can have it. Almost done repairing. And you see that one fish just got bad. If we look in our inventory, if you have anything like fresh food here, it'll say down the bottom spoils in the hold. It'll do that in the temperate areas. If you go up north up here where there's ice and cold, it won't spoil. However, you'll have to feed your crew for them to stay warm and not die of hypothermia. Quite neat feature. I had my guys get hit by hunger the first time I sailed north, and I had provisions in my hold, but I didn't know what to press and what to click until I got a pop-up as mate, you need to click on the food and make them eat the food. Otherwise they die. But, anyway. I'm done repairing, we set speed back up. Speed back. See, sail time isn't that bad compared to something like Nemo. Deliver grain, brave captain, recover, cargo intact, take no damage. We failed that, took damage. See the water there. You like it. NPC on the trade flag. Grain completed. I don't even have to go into the port to finish my quest here. Just went. We got a bit of XP and some gold here. Pretty good. We're going to go into the port as well. We might get a trade mission that goes the other way. 3 crew landed. Yes, fine. Do we have any rum? No, none. We have a bit of fish. And that. Sell that. Finance the rum. I want it. Want the trading house. So we'll buy one. Go into the tavern. Go for privateer company. That'll give you combat missions. Trading company will give you trade missions. War company, haven't met those yet, so I do not know. But I'll give him 1 rum. And we'll turn. Go back to the map. Contraband beer. And they'll want us to take 195 beer to a merchant sea near the port of blah blah blah. That'll probably be this guy or this guy or this guy. Security deposit will be 1287 gold. That's a pretty neat feature because it will give you the items that you need to transport. At the same time, it makes you pay a deposit, so you don't just accept mission and use the item for something else. So you basically put money up front and you'll get paid later. Hold on, just have a phone call. Alright everyone, sorry for just dropping out for a second. The sun just called. So what we're going to do, I'm going to accept that mission shortly, and we will be going there, and we'll gain about 2,000 gold here. But for now, I'm going to end the stream. Kids are going to be coming home pretty soon. It's going to be a bit later. I'll be back tonight, maybe streaming. If not, there'll be videos out later today. And yeah, we'll probably see more to World of Sea Battles in the days moving forward. Don't forget, check out the videos later today and add me in game if you feel like it. The first video coming up will have my friend code in it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment.